Now that we finished step 8, we could take a look now at step 9. And step 9, we need to open bag C. And opening bag C, lots of parts again in our parts tray. Got all the parts out. I've kind of organized the screws into the equal sizes, the same sizes together, so that I kind of know which screws are where, and the components that look the same, I've kind of put them all together, so it gives me an idea. Now, organized my tray. Got out to the blister pack as well. Got our OT213S, which is this. This is a skid plate that goes underneath the front, and also from the plastic tree OT205. Got part number 9 and part number 1. So this is on the OT205 plastic tree. So we've got those parts as well. So we need to build this up with the various screws, and this is an interesting picture here on how we need to slide this, and it refers to the technical diagram set as the diagram. I see. So we got this OT205 part 9. We got these. These need to be hit this way round, right? Okay. And yeah, so I can see we've got this longer hook, like plastic hook thing. So this is going to hook, by the looks of things, over the bottom channel where the drive belt. See, so let's have a look, and then we need to collect, by the looks of things, those holes in the channels in the metal chassis rails as well. Okay, so let's bring that into play. Let's have a look. Right, so this is our chassis. So we've got to get it to these holes here and here. So we've got to get it that way round. So we kind of got to slide that and bring that over. Okay. Okay, so does it push past? Let's have a little look. So if I hook, so I'm going to try and hook that over. I'm going to try and hook that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've hooked that over. Okay, so we've hooked that over. That's fine, and then we slide that up. I see. So that slides like that, and we're making sure that these are facing forwards. So we've now got the holes lined up. Right, that's nice and straightforward. So let's do that bit, shall we, while we're here? Let's now get some of these cap screws. So the cap screws are these types of screws here. These are the cap screws. If that could bring that up, okay. And so we need 2 of those. Doesn't talk about putting any locking thread lock on there, so that's fine. Let's take our driver. So I think it's this size, yeah, because it does say use the Allen key to drive that home, but I don't think we're going to go through there, so we're going to need to pop those into position like that. I think I'll do them in the finger tight first, so that I can get them locked into place. Nice. That's okay. And then once they're in place, and I know they're not cross threaded, then I'll do them up with the actual Allen key. So let's pop that into there. Yeah, that one's in there. That one's in there. And I think that's on there. And as I have the facility to use this, I will use this. There we are. There we are. You can see now. Hopefully that's on there. There we are. There we go. That's it. So that's screwed that one in place. Right. And yes, kind of what I thought. It's come up a little bit of that. There we go. That's relined that back up again. There we are. Right, wonderful. And now we need to do the front section. So we get the front. This is our front section, and we need to do this plate system here. So we're going to take the next part, which is the front skid plate part. We're going to take this as the OT213S. We're going to put on here. Don't believe there's any way. Yes, there is actually. There's this groove along the bottom, so make sure that this groove is along the bottom, so it's the right way up. And this is a self-tapping screw. So take OT205 part 1, and we're going to screw that on like that using these. We need the OT242Cs, which are the countersunk head M3 by 12. These are they call them flush head, but I call them countersunk head. So we're going to need to pop that in there and do that one. So I'll get a couple of threads on there, and that'll get that in place. There we are. I need to just come back out of that one because it's not straight. That's a bit better. There we are. That's a bit better. So we need to tighten that up so it's nice and tight. And just going to do those together. And yeah, so that's basically we're making sure that that groove is at the bottom. Okay. There we are, like so. There we are. There we are. Again, don't go too mad. You still want this up tight and then a knit a quarter turn. Okay, and now that that's in place, what we need to do is we need to take the front of our chassis and we need to turn this up the other way, and we need to turn our chassis over, and what we need to do is place this onto the front here, and there's a locating, I don't know if the camera picks this out. Let's see if I point to it. This device, there's a little, you can feel it, there's a little locating shroud. That locates over here, so locating here. Okay, so now that that's in place, we can use the self-tapping button heads, which are these guys, OT242s and their E's, and these are 3x8mm self-tapping ones. So they go into the plastic area, so they will go into this screw here and here. So we need to make sure that's there, and that's quite straightforward. I'll put the other one in as well, so it holds in place. Right, I'm just gonna turn it on its side if you can, just so I get everything straight. There we go. I'm a bit happier now that I've got that straight. And yeah, that side there, look, I'm not happy with that, so I'm not going to screw all the way through. I'm just going to come out and then go back in. That's better. I'm happier now that's straight. All right, so now we can screw those home. Okay, turn that round, and I can, so hopefully it's in shot. You can see. There we are. That's better. Happier with those. Now put it back so we're in the right orientation. Now we've got these other two screws with these. They're like they're almost like a self-recessing, like a washer, but they've got like a recess on them. And what we need to do here is they need to go on these here, like so. And then we take, these are the OT241 C. They're the 2.6mm by 8mm, and they've got a they've actually got a countersunk head into them, and we need to pop those in, and they basically capture onto the chassis, onto those chassis rails. Okay, so we pop in, that's one on there, and then that's another one on there. Again, no locking thread lock on these, so there we are. There we are, and then tighten those up. Again, don't do too mad, just a quarter turn extra and lock. So now we have the front end skid plate on, so that's step 9 completed.